Welcome back to Prince Bike Update. If you're passionate about motorcycles, especially dual sport beasts that can conquer both tarmac and trails, you're in for a treat today. We're taking a deep dive into the 2025 Honda XR650L, a machine that's earned legendary status for its simplicity, reliability, and go-anywhere attitude. So if you're looking for a rugged all-rounder that stood the test of time, stay tuned because this bike has some serious credibility. Let's start with a bit of background. The XR650L isn't new. In fact, it's been around since the early 90s, and Honda hasn't changed it much since. And you might ask, is that a bad thing? Not at all. In a world where motorcycles are getting more and more complex, the XR650L sticks to what it does best, delivering bulletproof performance with minimal fuss. And for 2025, Honda keeps that formula alive with just a few subtle tweaks while staying true to its core values. Under the hood, or rather under the tank, you've got Honda's tried and tested 644cc air-cooled, single-cylinder 4-stroke engine. This power plant is known for its torque-rich delivery, low-end grunt, and incredible durability. It's fed by a 42.5mm constant velocity carburetor, which might sound old school in the era of fuel injection, but here it works like a charm, especially when you're out in remote areas and need a simple, field-serviceable system. And don't worry, this engine still pulls strong whether you're climbing rocky trails or cruising on the highway. The XR650L pushes out around 40 horsepower and roughly 47 Nm of torque, more than enough for both off-road exploring and urban commuting. It's mated to a 5-speed gearbox that's smooth and responsive, with gearing that strikes a great balance between technical trail crawling and open road cruising. Now, let's talk suspension, one of the areas where the XR650L truly shines. At the front, you get a 43mm Showa cartridge fork with a massive 11.6 inches of travel. Out back, there's a ProLink rear suspension with 11 inches of travel and a fully adjustable Showa shock. This setup eats up bumps, rocks, and ruts with ease, making it one of the most capable dual sport setups right off the showroom floor. Ground clearance is another high point, literally. At 13 inches, the XR650L can clear just about anything in its path. However, that does mean the seat height is tall, 37 inches, to be exact, so shorter riders might find it a challenge. But if you're serious about off-roading, this kind of clearance and suspension travel is exactly what you want. The frame is a steel, semi-double cradle design, which contributes to the bike's durability and ease of maintenance. It's built to take a beating and come back for more. The curb weight sits around 346 pounds, 157 kilograms, which is heavy for a dirt bike but relatively light compared to full-blown adventure bikes. It strikes a good balance, nimble enough for tight trails, yet stable on open roads. Braking duties are handled by a single 256mm front disc and a 220mm rear disc. They're not flashy, but they're reliable and get the job done, even under hard riding conditions. You don't get ABS, and while that might seem like a downside to some, many off-road enthusiasts actually prefer it, as it allows better control in dirt, sand, and mud. Design-wise, the 2025 model sticks to the XR's iconic look. The bike has a rugged, minimalist aesthetic that screams function over form. It comes in Honda's signature red with white side panels and black accents. The tall front fender, slim bodywork, and high-mounted exhaust give it that classic dirt bike silhouette, while the headlight and mirrors make it fully street-legal. The instrumentation is basic: analog speedometer, odometer, trip meter, and not much else, but again, that's the charm of this bike. No TFT screens, no complicated electronics, just raw, reliable riding. Fuel capacity is 2.8 gallons, or roughly 10.6 liters, which gives you decent range, usually around 160 to 180 kilometers, depending on how and where you ride. For extended adventures, many riders opt for aftermarket larger tanks, and the XR650L's popularity means there's a ton of aftermarket support available, from tanks and racks to suspension upgrades, tires, and even engine mods. What really sets the XR650L apart, and has kept it in production for over 3 decades, is its versatility. This is a bike that can tackle city traffic during the week, twisty mountain trails on the weekend, and even backcountry expeditions if you kit it out right. It's also one of the few motorcycles that can survive being dropped, kicked, loaded, and dragged through all kinds of abuse and still start up the next morning. And that brings us to maintenance, or the lack thereof. One of the main reasons riders love the XR650L is its simplicity. No complex electronics, no ride modes, no traction control, just a solid air-cooled engine and a rugged chassis. Oil changes and valve adjustments are straightforward, and spare parts are widely available. If you're someone who likes to wrench on your own bike, the XR is a dream. For 2025, Honda hasn't increased the price significantly. The MSRP in the US hovers around $7,099, which is a fantastic value considering the capability and reliability you're getting. It's a great entry point for new adventure riders, and a reliable backup for seasoned dual sport veterans. In many global markets, the price may vary slightly, but it remains competitively positioned against newer, more expensive dual sport or adverb bikes. So who is the 2025 Honda XR650L for? It's for riders who value rugged simplicity, mechanical reliability, and the ability to go just about anywhere without worrying about sensors, ECUs, or complex electronics. It's for adventurers who prefer proven engineering over flashy tech. And it's for those who want a motorcycle that does exactly what it says on the tin, gets you there and back, no matter what stands in your way. To wrap up, the XR650L may not have changed much over the years, but that's exactly why it still holds its ground in today's motorcycle world. It's a no-nonsense, go-anywhere machine with bulletproof reliability, off-road prowess, and a legendary reputation. Whether you're a weekend trail rider, a daily commuter, or an overlanding enthusiast, the 2025 XR650L is still one of the most trusted and capable dual sports on the market. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and let me know in the comments when you take the XR650L on your next adventure, or do you prefer something more modern and high-tech? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching Prince Bike Update, and until next time, ride safe and stay adventurous.